an independent resistance group operating within the territory of Everon. The Freedom Independence Army often quarrels with the forces of the Soviet Union and the US Army. Their alignment ranges from neutral to hostile against either faction. Utilizing a mixture of Czech and Soviet weaponry, this group of irregular militia is lightly armed, often without body armor. The key feature of this faction is their reliance on wearing Pizza Swiss Alpenflage as a standard uniform. For your top, you have several options, including the more common shirt, the M70 parka, or a plaid civilian top. With body armor issued to persons of importance, namely officers, most FIA fighters wear little to store their equipment. The pockets of the Alpenflage parka are not a sufficient substitute for a chest rig. They provide less retention for your valuables. There are plenty of pouches on the jacket to store at least one magazine, as you would a modern rig, though adding more than one will cause a rattling sound. Personally, I don't think it works very well. Similar to ARMA 2's Napa, some fighters wear Chicom vests. While I have already explained the usefulness of the Chicom in other videos, its universal use in many media proves the enduring reliance of this economical rig. In the event you had to equip a team with these vests, and you lacked a sufficient quantity of Chicoms, issue them to the guys wearing only the Alpenflage shirts. Those with M70 parkas will have to make do with their coat pockets. As to the weapons, FIA insurgents primarily use Czech SA-58 rifles, RPG-7s, and UK 59L machine guns. I lacked an SA-58 for use in this video, but this can easily be substituted with most stock AKs. Before the Czech AKs were added to the game, FIA elements used captured 74s and PKMs, so I imagine they are not too out of place here. In addition, you could also pull this gear set off with a captured M16 or the Colt 727 carbines from the American forces. FIA fighters all wear black military boots as standard, so make sure you avoid Adidas sneakers or hikers for this kit. Mine are original SWAT boots, and I recommend buying this brand over most others. They have served me well over the years. Another important element of a FIA kit is your headwear. Many fighters wear black beanies, black baseball caps, or the Alpenflage military hat. While balaclavas are not standard, I wear one here for the sake of protecting my identity. Also, you can find Alpenflage backpacks for cheap. This one may be a tad unorthodox, though I cannot argue with how effectively it complements the uniform. According to the wiki, FIA operators wear dark leather gloves. They are not commonly used, but are an option. While basic, FIA equipment gets to the point. There is an element of standardization with the use of Alpenflage as a standard camouflage uniform for the faction, and the prevalence of black boots. FIA does not use a mixture of different weapons in-game, though I imagine the real version of the faction wearing captured LBV vests, flak jackets, and using enemy weapons often. If you are going to use this kit, I recommend wearing it during the fall. Especially in North America, Alpenflage is great for an autumn forest. During a previous airsoft operation last year, I was surprised to find my Alpenflage uniform better blended with the fall environment than most other camos. One of my squad mates at the time was inspired by his own Alpenflage uniform based on how well it worked for me during that game. Overall, I recommend owning an Alpenflage kit. It is inexpensive and not the meme tier garment everyone makes it out to be.